Hey guys, Equip for Survival here with a quick video on desert survival tips. These tips are good for hikers as well as off-roaders. First thing you need to do is plan. If you plan your trip well, you should be ready for whatever comes up. The minimum you need to have is a personal survival kit, plenty of water, and also you need a first aid kit. I'll get into further detail on the first aid kit in another video. You also need fire making capabilities, but you should have those in your personal survival kit. You need to wear the right clothing. Dress in light colored, loose fitting clothes for the heat and several layers of clothing for the cooler weather. Can be really hot during the day in the desert, but it can be really cold at night, so need to be prepared for that. You need to keep the clothing on too. It keeps your body temperature down and reduces the dehydration rate. Make sure you cover your head all the time and wear sunglasses and sunscreen. You need to watch the sky. Flash flooding can occur at any time in the desert, especially in wash areas. Even though the skies are clear where you are, it may be raining, and if you see thunderheads in the distance, and that rain could turn into a flash flood, and it could be coming your way. So you need to be observant of what the skies look like in the distance. Water. Water is probably the most important thing. It is the most important thing. You need to have at least a gallon of water per person per day. If you have water, drink it. Don't ever ration it. If your water is limited, then just avoid stressful activities. You can find water in the desert. There are pockets of it, but that's a different video. We'll get into that later. Shade. Stay in the shade. If you can't find a tree or a bush or cactus or somewhere, then make your own shade with a tarp or a blanket or whatever you have. You need to improvise, but you need to stay in the shade if at all possible, and don't lie directly on the ground in the sunlight. The ground is usually 25 to 30 degrees hotter than the air is, so stay out of that. You need to make sure you have a dependable vehicle before you head out. Make sure your vehicle has a good battery, good hoses, good spare tire, fan belts, any tools you need to do any repairs, and make sure your tank is full of gas before you head on out. Stay with your vehicle if it breaks down. A vehicle has a lot of useful things you can use in an emergency. Raise the hood, raise the trunk, and that lets people know that you need help. A vehicle can be seen for miles, but a person on foot's really difficult to see. So stay with that vehicle. Only leave it if you're positive of your route. And if you do leave a note for rescuers telling them the time you left and the direction that you headed in. That's about it.